I'm going to go do an entire dedication doing this character. And I'm going to still do my other books that I really want to do, like the Hulk books, like the Eden Zero, Iron Man, Spawn. The only series that will be put on hold is the indie books. And that means Witchblade, The Darkness, Transformers, sadly. Unfortunate. If I have time to do them, I'll do them. But I mean, I really want to do this character and pretty much say the fucking truth. The truth will set you free. That this character really has always been an agenda since the death of Gwen Stacy. And there's not a damn thing that anyone could tell me otherwise. They always want Peter to be single, to play that demographic average person. It's very easy and it's cheap. And honestly, that just says a lot. But also, meanwhile, we'll be also talking about the good shit on the Gwen Stacy relationship, the good shit on the Mary Jane stuff, when it actually was a fucking good. And we'll be also talking about other things, like the fucking Dan Slott run, like the fucking Nick Spencer run, which recently is gonna end. God kill me. And, we talk about the Bendis stuff as well. We'll do that. And we'll talk about other characters like Venom, where a lot of times it was either straight out fucking garbage or straight out amazing. And how issue 200 and a few other writers know the fuck they do with that character, and ultimately either A, get wasted, or B, get continued and carried on with that whole new direction. And yeah. And also I get to do my Spider-Gwen stuff, which I've really been itching about doing. And the Silk comic that I've been really itching about doing as well, all three of them. And yes, we'll be doing yours truly, Spider-Girl, and we'll be talking about her and pretty much saying that character is the only thing interesting in that entire universe, and that's not saying much. But I'm gonna be brutal when I say, you know, the fucking bullshit storytelling on that whole Carnage shit was the most trash fucking comic to date. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. We're going to be talking about a lot of the Spider-Man books and the other Spider-Man characters. So really, that's what I'm going to be doing. I hope everyone could really enjoy my opinion and enjoy the ride, because it is going to be a long one. It is going to be a long, 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 long road. Because not only I'm going to be doing my Iron Man and Spawn and other Marvel books, along with the entire commitment on doing Spider-Man videos, because I really want to prove this point of this character hasn't been really, in a sense of storytelling, if it's not an agenda, what they want. And or how other characters around the entire Spider-Man universe. And I really am just truly gonna say this. You wouldn't have people like me doing an entire commitment just saying this. And I'm sure everyone's gonna be either rolling their eyes or literally see, okay, buddy, you wanna prove that? Let's see it. I'll be waiting for that to happen. I'm sure I'm going to get that direction. I'm going to have that whole audience just saying that to me, because honestly, when I look at a lot of comic books of Spider-Man, if it's 616, I just put my head down, pretty much saying, oh boy, here we go. Just that whole agenda. Here we go. What agenda will we have now? Or, okay, let's see if it's any good. and going forward. Like my father before me, yes, it was a bad, and I mean a bad mistake, killing off Gwen Stacy. We wouldn't be here if they really were serious having this character getting a relationship. That fucking guy would have had that blonde, gorgeous girl with him, and he would have had kid by now. Maybe even more. Complete total waste of time. The same goes with the Mary Jane relationship. And if they were really, really, really serious on that relationship they established, maybe they would have never done the whole one more day situation. Maybe they would have had Dan Slott write the whole stories and just pretty much go from there, and people would respect Dan Slott a lot more than they do. That is just saying a lot. But that's not saying much when you have a character who's basically nothing more than an entire agenda. But I rest my case. Anyway, I'm going to do this character. I'm going to do how everyone is so blinded and just gullible that people don't want to admit the fact that they're wrong and they're bullshit. And I truly believe that if they were really serious on having Peter Parker getting a relationship, they would have already established it. They don't. They want to just appeal to that demographic. And that demographic is the average person, which is very much connecting. It's a very powerful connection that really, in their eyes, they don't want to break. And I have to agree with Joe Quesada. With the whole relationship with Mary Jane and Peter Parker, yeah, it does get rid of that concept. You pretty much establish, oh yeah, we have this character get married and either A, become a father and pretty much be a mentor on his story with his daughter, or we pretty much do bullshit reasons on his relationships that we don't want to fully commit on having him be with. I mean, I was okay of him being with Mockingbird. I was okay with a lot of things, but yet again, they don't want to fucking admit the hardcore facts. I just I just don't like the agendas that Marvel does. But yet again, a lot of the Marvel fans with this character are so blind and stupid, they don't want to see the facts. There really are. Hell, my friend Tevia straight out tried to defend all this shit, and I just kind of roll my eyes like, after having 616 literally explain the hardcore truth on the sole reason why Mary Jane and Peter Parker were together, you literally just confirm what I was saying, Tevia. And I really thank you for doing that. Thank you. You really just kind of confirmed what I was literally saying. You know, a lot of fans don't want to say the truth hurts. The truth sucks. And he has been in a agenda for a long time. Successful, but also a failure at the same time. Because they tried to replace him and tried to do all that shit in the 90s and all that crap, which honestly is stupid. Is literally stupid because of that. Because if you're going to do a legacy character and retire the original character, you have to do it right. And only Brian Michael Bendis did it right, which I'm so happy he did. Anyway, I rest my case. I said my piece. I'm very much committed to do every single Spider-Man comic, every single Venom comic, every single Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Girl comic to date. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to make sure that I prove my point after we're done with all the new issues, with the current shit that we have right now. Once we're done with all the stuff that we have with Spider-Man and every other single character, I'm going to be saying, so, after literally doing all of this, are you still going to say I'm an idiot? Are you still going to say that I'm wrong on this character? It's nothing more than an agenda? I thought so. Yeah, anyway, I'm done now. I rest my case. Let's rock and roll, bitch. Enjoy the ride. That's all I'm going to say.